Are we all set? Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
We're so glad that you're here to celebrate Shabbat with us at Temple Akiba. We welcome you. Welcome back those who have been away in school. Welcome those who are celebrating life moments. Those who are here to pray. And those who are here to remember. Those who are here to be together with our people. My name is Rabbi Zach Shapiro, and I'm here with Michael Rothbard, our head song leader. We're so glad to be together today. We're going to ask that everyone just begin by taking a deep breath. As we begin Shabbat with music.
I'm going to start off with a nigun tonight. Nigun, of course, is a wordless melody. So basically, you know all the words already, but the melody you may not know. We're going to do it in bits and pieces. So the first part goes like this. Yai-da-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai. Let's try that. Ready? Yai-da-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai. The next part goes yai-da-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai. Yai-da-dai-dai-dai-dai. Yai-da-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai. Yai-da-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai. So we put it all together, it sounds like this. Yai-da-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai-da-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai. Yai-da-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai. Let's do that one more time. Yai-da-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai. Yai-da-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai. We got a second part. It goes like this. Yai-da-dai-dai. Yai-da-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai. Let's try that. Yai-da-dai. Yai-da-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai. One more time. Yai-da. Yai-da. Yai-da-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai. One more time. Yai-da. Yai-da. Yai-da-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai. Now we're going to go back to the first part. Yai-da. Yai-da-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai. Here we go. Bring it down.
How wonderful it is that we're here together as one family. Hinei Tov. The words are on page 10 of our prayer books.
Hine ma tov u'ma na'im, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im, shevet achim gam yachad.
What an honor it is to invite forward the fighter Abrams family, or Abrams fighter, I'm not sure which direction it is. So Laura, Owen, Noah, and Eli to come forward to light our Shabbat candles. We're in our prayer books on page 2, everyone, page 2. I've always loved the fact that my son's name is Eli Noah, named after your kids.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner, shel Shabbat.
We're going to continue now on page 5 with our Kiddush for Shabbat. We ask all who are able to please rise.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit. Ki hu yom techila lemekraye kodesh, zecher litziat Mitzrayim. Ki vanu v'acharta, ve'otanu kidashta, mikohamim, v'shabbat kodshecha, be'ahava uvratzon, hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh hashabbat. Amen.
Thank you so much. Continuing on page 20, we have the singing of Lecha Dodi, this song of welcoming Shabbat, just as the Kabbalists did so many centuries ago in Tzfat. As a recollection of what they did, it's a custom to actually, at the last verse, to rise and to face the entry as the spirit of Shabbat enters our souls. Page 20, everyone.
Yalla la 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 lecha dodi, yalla la 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 likrat kala, la 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 penei Shabbat nekabela, yalla la 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 lecha dodi, yalla la 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 likrat kala, yalla la 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 penei Shabbat. Penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad Hishmianu el hamiyuchad Adonai echad U'shemo echad L'shem u'tiferet L'tila Yai lai lai Ya la 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 lecha dodi Ya la 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 likrat kala Ya la 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 penei Shabbat Penei Shabbat nekabela Likrat Shabbat Lechu v'necha Ki mekor habracha Merosh mikedem Nesucha Sof ma'aseh V'machshava techila Yai lai lai Ya la 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 lecha dodi Ya la 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 likrat kala Ya la 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 penei Shabbat Penei Shabbat nekabela Hitoreri Ki aorech kumi Uri Shir daberi Kevod Adonai Alayich nigla Yai lai lai Ya la 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 lecha dodi Ya la 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 likrat kala Ya la 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 penei Shabbat Penei Shabbat nekabela Boi v'shalom Ateret bala Gam besimcha Uv'sola Toch emunei Am segula Boi chala Ya la 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 lecha dodi Ya la 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 likrat kala Ya la 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 penei Shabbat Penei Shabbat nekabela Ya la 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 lecha dodi
la 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 likrat kala. Ya la 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 b'nei Shabbat. B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Don't sit down yet, anyone? We've welcomed Shabbat. Let's take a moment to welcome one another. We encourage you to turn around or walk around the sanctuary for a moment and welcome people into this space. Introduce yourself to someone that you may have not seen before. And if you're not sure, just say, nice to see you.
They usually have.
Okay, friends, if you'll come back to your seated places, but we're going to be standing for the call to worship. We're on page 28, everyone. Page 28, we remain standing for our formal call to worship, the Baruch Hu. Please rise, everyone.
Baruch Hu et Adonai hamevorach. Baruch Adonai hamevorach. Leolam, Vaed Hamevorach, Leolam,
If you turn to page 30, remain standing, but in the English, you'll notice about halfway down is the phrase rolling light away from darkness, and that's what the next part of this prayer is about. Roll into dark, roll into light, night being to day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light, night turns to day, day turns to night. Borei yom v'layla, olel or mipnei choshech, olel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Roll into dark, roll into light, night turns to day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light, night turns to day,
dark, roll into
Balaila,
light. Night turns to day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night turns to day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night turns to day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night turns to day, day turns to night.
Shema Yisrael is on pages 34 and 35.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Please be seated, everyone. Continuing with the V'ahavta on page 36.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך. ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ושוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Our next prayer is the Michamocha. It's on page 40. But by way of introduction, it's important to remember that in our biblical history, the children of Israel escaped narrow-mindedness. That's what Egypt means. That's what Mitzrayim means. It means narrowness. They escaped that, and they had to cross a desert wasteland for 40 years before getting to Israel. While it's a biblical theme, it's not a theme, unfortunately, that remains in the Bible. We're living it right now, where our people is trying to navigate our way through the narrowness of society. And we've got to swim against the tide, cross the Sea of Reeds, go across the desert, wander, journey, wonder, ask ourselves, is it worth it? And we know that the answer is yes. And we keep on journeying forward, even amongst people who would like to see us destroyed. And so when we sing Mi Chamocha, yes, we look back to a biblical time, and we look at historic times when our people has faced anti-Semitism, and we look to today at the reality of what's going on in the world, and we realize this is a song of today that we sing over and over as though it were written for right now. So we call out, "O God, who is like you among the gods who are worshipped? Please journey with us, with all of us, as we head toward the promised land."
Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Mi chamocha bailim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot. Ose pele, Malchut Zacharau Vanecha, Bokei Ayam Lifnei Moshe uMiriam, Malchut Zacharau Vanecha, Bokei Ayam Lifnei Moshe uMiriam, Anu ve'ameru Adonai Imloch Leolam Leolam Vaed Yala lai lai yala lai lai yala lai 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 Yala lai 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 yala lai lai Yala lai 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 yala lai 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 Yala lai 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 lai.
Page 42, Hashkivenu.
L'shalom, l'shalom, v'ha'amidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen. Shelter us beneath thy wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us daily wrong from right, O Adonai. Amen. 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 Just your voices. Amen. 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 Amen.
It's my honor to invite forward to lead us in the Amidah section, Jerry Weiner. And we're going to continue on page 46. We invite all who are able to please rise.
Adonai Sfatai Tiftach. Adonai Sfatai Tiftach. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Adonai Sfatai Tiftach. Adonai Sfatai Tiftach. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivcha Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Koneh HaKol V'Zocher Chasdei Avot V'imaot Umevi Geulah Livnei V'nehem Leman Shemo B'Yahava Melech Ozer u'Mashiach u'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Ve'ezrat Sarah Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechayei HaKol atah Rav leHoshia Mechalkel Chayim Bechesed Mechayei HaKol Birachamim Rabim Somech Noflim Verofech Cholim Umatir Asurim Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar Michamocha Ba'al Gevurot Umido Melach Melech Memit Umechaye Umatzmiach Yeshua V'lemanato Lechachayot HaKol Baruch atah Adonai Mechaye HaKol
אתה קדוש בשמך קדוש,
הקדוש וקדושים בכל יום בחלוך הסלע. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I realized something kind of extraordinary when I woke up this morning. Was right. So, my next birthday, which is in October, I'll be 54. That I knew. I'm still just out of my 40s. 54 is not your mid-50s yet, is it? Yes. Okay. So my next birthday is 54, but today is the 27th anniversary of my ordination. So I was ordained as a rabbi 27 years ago, so I'm doing the math. And I realized, wow, I have been a rabbi now over half of my life. I mean, that's just kind of crazy that the time has just gone by so quickly. And it puts me in a very reflective space that I chose my life career well over 27 years ago. I mean, rabbinical school is 5 years, and certainly before rabbinical school, I knew that I wanted to be a rabbi. But in these 27 years since ordination, I've learned a lot of life lessons, and I'd like to share some of them with you, some of the most important things that I've learned along the way about what it means to effectively be a rabbi. First of all, I've learned to speak the truth and to do the right thing. And the two of those may not be the same. Sometimes speaking the truth and then doing something may be a little bit different based on a situation or circumstance, or who's standing before me who may be in a vulnerable space, or when there's two different issues that may need to try to find common ground. But I've learned that it's important to speak my truth and to share with people why I think the way I do and why I would love others to try to find their own truth as well, based on what I'm sharing from our tradition. What else have I learned? I've learned not to rush through the Kaddish list, but that each name is holy, and that each person who is hearing the name of a loved one needs to really be able to hear it. And added to that, I've learned to be apologetic if I mispronounce a name. A sage once told me that a rabbi can misquote the Talmud and no one will care, but if he gets a name wrong, they'll remember it forever. So I've learned to be very careful with that. I've learned to take my work seriously, but not to take myself too seriously. Let me say that again. I take my job as a rabbi very seriously, but I've got to remember not to take myself too seriously all the time. I've learned the difference between Teflon and Velcro. What does this mean? I've learned that some things should be like Teflon, that they just roll off, just let it go. But there are some things that should be like Velcro, that should stick. Understanding the difference between the two is often really hard. But as a rabbi, and I would suggest as anyone, we need to know in life what we just have to let go of and what we need to hold on to. Folks, I'm learning this firsthand. Ron and I are in the process of moving houses. Right? There's stuff that we just have to let go of, and there's stuff to hold on to. I've learned that regardless of how many times I light Shabbat candles on a particular Friday, and there's sometimes I light them with Tiny Tot Shabbat, with Tot Shabbat, with Kinder Shabbat, with a youth service, and with our Friday night service, 5 times. Regardless of how many times I do that professionally, to do it at home as well, to make Shabbat real for me. I've learned when at a cemetery to be careful not to fall into the grave. You got to be careful. One of my favorites came from a professor of mine, Lenny Kravitz, not the singer, but a professor. He said, "Be yourself, but if you're a schmuck, be someone else." And I've learned to surround myself with good people. And by this, it's, yes, my friends who are very important to me, but it's also about the leadership that surrounds me here at Temple Akiba. I know what my growth areas are. I know that I need people to help me administratively, so I need good administrative minds around me. I want to make sure that whoever comes on our staff is not there for ego, but is there to build up who we are. And so surrounding myself with good people has really been the cornerstone of what's made me so happy as a rabbi. I go to other places in the country where there are conventions, and to a person, my colleagues say, "How do you land in such a great congregation?" And it's because of the people who are here, and it's because of the people who have built this place, and it's because of the giants who built this place before I got here. These are all good people. And at the same time, there's every once in a while people who ask me, "Don't you ever want to serve one of the great congregations?" I spoke to Bob Knopf about this a couple of years ago, and I said to Bob, "Bob, I already do serve the best congregation in the country. Why would I want to do anything else?" And so these 27 years in the rabbinate have nourished me, and it's provided me with internal light, which has helped me to always be renewing and refreshing and rejuvenating what it means to do what I do. May each and every person who's here find something that you love, whether it's a profession or a hobby or a person, and hold it close, because that is our light and our life and the length of our days. I'm going to ask for all of us to take a moment to enter our own private space of reflection, space of marking time as we enter our own private prayers. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable unto you, Adonai.
Yihiu l'ratzon imre fi והגיון ליבי לפניך, יהיו לרצון אמרי פי, והגיון ליבי לפניך. אדוני צורי, Adonai Tsuri vegoali, Adonai Tsuri, Adonai Tsuri, Adonai Tsuri vegoali, Yihiu l'ratzon imrefi, והגיון ליבי לפניך, יהיו
רצון נמרפי והגיון ליבי לפניך יהיו לרצון נמרפי והגיון ליבי Adonai tzuri v'goali Adonai tzuri Adonai tzuri v'hegyon tzuri v'goali Adonai tzuri Adonai tzuri Adonai tzuri v'goali Adonai tzuri Adonai tzuri v'goali Yihiyu leratzon imrefi v'hegyon libi lefanecha Yihiyu leratzon imrefi v'hegyon libi lefanecha. If you open to page 253, page 253, we have a moment to think about those who could use a special prayer for healing. One of my dearest friends was ordained with me those 27 years ago. And about 12 years ago, he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. And he was in the 1% who survived it. And yet I just had a conversation with him last night, and he told me the cancer has returned. So he is very much in my heart and in my mind, and I believe the prayer works in some ways to offer peace and guidance. And so he's very much on my mind. As we offer this prayer, as my eyes meet yours, if there are people that you know after we sing the first verse who could use an extra prayer of wholeness and of shalom, please share those names out loud. Mi sheberach avotenu mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mi sheberach limotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing,
refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
There we go. As this is the first Shabbat in the month of June, we celebrate. We celebrate your life moments, birthdays, anniversaries, anything that marks this month with a moment in your life. We ask you to come forward to your bima. Even though I'm going to be opening the ark doors, we ask everyone in the congregation to remain seated. Hi, everyone.
Are you doing the rest of the birthdays too, or just June? Because I. Okay.
Okay. Would you like to sit? Yes, of course you may, dear. Are you okay? Would you like us to bring a chair? We can bring a chair up. Yeah, let's bring a chair. Let's bring a chair. You're a little heavy, Michael.
I know, I'll sit.
Okay. Thank you, Michael. Dear friends, in our Torah this month, this week, we begin Parashat Bamidbar, the book of Numbers. And it begins with a genealogy, name after name after name. And sometimes we wonder, why do we have to say these names over and over again? It's because each of the people means something. They count. Their lives lived made a difference in the world, some in big ways, some in small ways. Each of you being here to mark this moment is a way of saying, I want to make my life count. I want to mark this moment Jewishly with those who surround me, and I want to remember that being in this moment can make a difference. So all those names in the Torah, we add our own lives to their names. And we know that by our being here, it connects heaven and earth. We thank God for giving us life and sustaining us and enabling us to reach this awesome time.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
Mazel tov, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you, Meg. It's now my honor to invite forward, representing our congregation, Andrew Lackman. Andrew is a member of our Board of Trustees. He helps us with leadership development. Andrew, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Rabbi Cantor, as well as all of you for attending. And on behalf of our Board of Trustees, I would like to welcome everyone to Temple Akiba of Culver City. Is there anybody here who this is their first time here? In spirit, okay. All right. Well, first of all, I would like to thank the Abrams Fighter family for lighting the candles. I also like to thank Laura, Owen, Noah, and Eli for leading us in the Kiddush, and extend a congratulations as well to those high school seniors who will be graduating. And congratulations on your graduation, because you have to go back in and go into, for college or whatever you all have next. There's going to be a couple of upcoming events I just wanted to let you all know about. First of all, Shavuot is coming up on June 11th. There will be a study session and a cheesecake nosh. Many kinds of cheesecake or just one?
That's a good question, but make sure they know it's not happening on campus.
Okay.
Is the note there for that?
At BCC.
We're doing it jointly with Congregation BCC, which is in the Pico Robertson area.
Okay. Oh, Beth Hadash.
Beit Chaim Chadashim.
Yeah, that's what.
Yep.
Yes, absolutely. There is also a volunteer recognition Shabbat on June 14th. We are nothing without our volunteers. And we hope that those of you who volunteer will consider signing up for our leadership development program next year. It's a great way to get to learn more about how the synagogue works and ways to get involved. So if you want to see the interesting ways of how the various trustees do their job, but as well as our executive director, it's a wonderful learning experience. It only takes one, no more than 2 nights a month. It's very much worth your while. October 7th, June 25th, let's get going way forward. We will be honored to have an October 7th survivor, Inor Cogno, I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name correctly, lead photographer at the Nova Festival, who will share his story with the community. And we should fill the room with Akiba love, and please be there, bring friends, make sure that his story and many others are shared and heard. June 28th, Beach Shabbat at Toes Beach. You can bring more than your toes. You can bring your blankets, your beach chairs, and picnic, etc. And then on June 30th, Cindy Paley and her band will be doing a concert of Yiddish favorites. That's June 30th, 4 p.m. reception, 5 p.m. concert. So you can, of course, check our website for more information. And as we wind down, I just finished winding down our year here at Temple Akiba. Again, we just want to say thank you to everyone who makes what we do possible and makes this community possible. So we appreciate you being here.
Thank you, Andrew. Shabbat Shalom. Our concluding prayers begin with the Aleinu. We're on page 282, about halfway down the page. We invite all who are able to rise once again.
Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu k'gei haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu k'chol hamonam, va'anachnu korim, ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ונאמר והיה
למלך על כל הארץ.
ביום ההוא,
ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד.
ושמו, ושמו, ושמו אחד.
Please be seated, everyone. With the national, international commemoration of D-Day in our thoughts, and with the reality that those who fought during the Second World War, that generation, there's so few people left who served our country. We honor their memory tonight. If we look at page 293, let's please read responsively as we remember. Remember our people who suffered and died so that we could be free and secure. May their memory be more than a distant shadow. Remember our brothers and sisters whose sacrifice kept the dream of democracy and justice alive. May their courage be our inspiration and strength. Remember the fallen of our armed services, the victims of terror and tragedy. May the darkness of their loss not obscure the light of peace. They were in love with our land and in love with life. In addition to those who fought and died on D-Day and other days, we remember those in our own community, our family, our friends who have died, who continue to live on from their eternal resting spaces. We remember first those for whom we are in Shloshim, the first 30 days of mourning, including Maureen Barbara and Gloria Schwartz. Is there anyone else here who's observing Shloshim the first 30 days? Ami Baruch. Alan Schlossberg. So sorry. We add to their names the yard sites, the anniversaries of the deaths that occur on this Shabbat, beginning with those who have plaques in our Erfrig Memorial Room. Charles Allen, Philip Berenson, Anna Kaplan, Toby Fox, Jacob Hers, Pearl Holtz, Karl Kavanovich, Morton Kavanovich, Thelma Kahn, Morris Minkoff, David Felipe Ruse, Max Sholnick, Samuel Solish. We also remember Estelle Alt, Martin Bordeaux, Mina Kleiman, Clarice Gelb, Nathan Gold, Ellen Gordon, Irene Harris, Amy Hurwitz, Benjamin Kapp, Margaret Lange, Esther Maccabee, Sid Magid, Robert Ozeran, Philip Robinson, Eva Rosenberg, William Rosenthal, Oscar Rudich, Donald Schwartz, Lucy Shine, Hyman Sims, Edith Slutsky, Miriam Spielberg, David Stark, Celia Wexler, Michael Williamson. Are there additional yard sites those here are observing? Carol Franklin.
My great-grandma, Lena Bregman.
Lena Bregman. May their memories guide us always with goodness and with love. I'm sorry, Ben? On page 294, we rise as a community for the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, b'yomad divrach chorotei v'yamlich malchotei, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon, u'v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, b'galau v'yizman kariv imru amen. Yehi shmei rabbah mevarach leolam u'amei omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, v'yitalev, v'yitalal, Shemei dekudasha barichu, le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. May the one who causes peace to be known in the high heavens help us understand that by reaching out to one another, we create peace on earth as well. For all Israel and for all humanity, we say, Amen. Please be seated, everyone. Michael, how are we closing?
We're going to close with an Oseh Shalom, which is always very fitting. An oldie but a goodie. Oseh Shalom bimroma uyaseh Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Israel ve'imeru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen. Challah time. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices join in happy chorus as our prayer is humbly said. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz, b'tei avon. Shabbat shalom, everyone.